here with the review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger Kyutama Gattai DX Cockpit Set 01 and the Pegasus Kyutama. Yes, friends. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Right here says Uchu Sentai Kyuranger right here. And right here says Kyutama Gattai DX Cockpit Set 01. Nice shot of the 5 cockpit Kyutamas in the 5 Q Voyagers. On the top of the box, nice shot of Kyurenoh here, and of course here are the 5 Kyutamas along with the little minifigures that come with them. On the bottom, a nice shot of the 5. On the side, a nice shot of the minifigures inside the cockpits. On the other side, a nice shot of the cockpits in Kyurenoh. And on the back of the box, friends, pretty much just show you the 5 Voyagers, you know, with the little minifigure and the Kyutama, and pretty much showing us that the Kyutamas do function with the Phaser Blaster. And then a little later on, I will show you the Pegasus Kyutama. So let's go ahead, friends, and get starting off with the little minifigures here, friends. We'll start by taking a look at one of them one by one. But here is Shishi Red, and as you can see, not painted but nicely sculpted, pretty much of each Kyuranger. Of course, no, pretty much the only articulation they have is in the legs whenever you're doing the sitting pose in the cockpit. But anyway, pretty much just going along with the color of each Senshi. And let me warn you, do not lose these because these are very, very, very tiny. And so, and then there's the back. Like I said, just nicely sculpted here. And then we'll take a look at Ookami Blue. Put on my palm there. And you can pretty much see he does have a little bit of that fur texture pattern on him, you know, going along with his suit. And then taking a look at Oushi Black. Very nicely sculpted though, little minifigures. You know, to say that they're not painted, they look really nice the way they are. Then Chameleon Green. And Kajiki Yellow. And then the one thing about it is with these figures, these do come apart. Pretty much the part of the body and part of the legs. But, you know, they do snap back on. And I guess they did that because, well, hey, they sit in the cockpit like this. But, yeah, so these are nice little figures, you know. You know, no arm movement, but they do sit nicely in the cockpit, you know, pretty much mimicking on what they did in the show. So, anyway, friends, as you can see, it's nice and nicely done of a Kyutama here. It's a little bit different than what we've seen with the DX ones. As you can see on the base here, it's still got that same Foley sticker, but no number. So, in other words, it's blank instead of having a number, not like the DX ones. But, anyway, and then looking at the back here, you can see they have a hinge here that opens this part up. And there's no mall slide gimmick like we've seen in the past. But anyway, and then here's the bottom of the Kyutama. You can see you got that red clear plastic and got the pins here. So there is some functions with this Kyutama in the Phaser Blaster like I mentioned earlier on in this review. But anyway, so... and, you know, pretty much the Kyutama, the ore part, you know, going along with Shishi Red's color, you know, red, of course. But, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open this up here, and we'll take a look at the inside of the cockpit, and we'll get a little close up here. There's a nice Shishi emblem there, and then that's where the minifigure will rest in. And then this part here does rotate, and it has a nice little clicking sound here. So yeah, all around nice. And like I said, there is a little spot right here where you can place the little minifigure and it just sticks there. So, but all around nice. So I'm gonna go ahead now. We're gonna take a look at Ookami Blues, and pretty much now that just showed the entire Kyutama. I'm gonna just show you the inside of the cockpit. So there is the emblem for the Ookami and where the minifigure will rest in. And of course, got that blue there. And then on the bottom, you can see, got that nice blue plastic with the pins. And then Oushi Black. Pretty much the same thing. We'll go ahead and just take a look at his emblem. And then that's where the minifigure will rest in. So pretty much just, you know, the same feature here. But, and then here is Chameleon Green. We'll open this up, and there's her chameleon emblem there, and where the minifigure will rest in. And then the bottom. And I forgot to show the bottom of Oushi Black. So pretty much the same thing. You know, the black plastic and the green plastic. And Kajiki Yellow, we'll pretty much just open this up here. And then there's his Kajiki emblem there. And where the minifigure will rest in. And then here's the bottom, the yellow clear plastic. So now let's go ahead and see what kind of sounds we get with these Kyutamas. And I'm only going to do red, so let's go ahead and do it. Ah, Kyutama, that's different than the change. Okay, then let's go ahead and do Seiza Attack. Ah, nice sound. So let's go ahead and do Seiza Go. Ah, Q Voyager. That's different. So let's go ahead and do Seiza Control real quick.
Seiza Control.
But here's what they look like in their cockpit pretty much when they're in the Voyagers. When it comes to Kyurenoh, it's a different story. They'll all be sitting in the cockpit like this way. But anyway, so here's Shishi Red. He's all ready. And then Ookami Blue. As you can see, he's all ready. And their butts in here, they do rub against a little bitty peg. So if that's what you're wondering why they're not moving much, they're kind of sturdy inside. But anyway, and so next here is Oushi Black. He's already in his cockpit, so here he is. And as you can pretty much see, Shishi, Ookami, and Oushi, they're in a different way. As to Chameleon, the way their mechas are positioned is like this way. So as you can see, she's in like an upright position. But anyway, so here she is in her cockpit. And then here is Kajiki Yellow in his cockpit. And just like Chameleon, he's in an upright position. But and then I'll just open up the cockpit, the door a little bit to see, just so you can see him. So now we'll go ahead and put him in the Voyager. So let's go ahead and get to look at Shishi Voyager first. As you can see, really nice here. And no, you can't really open up the door here because, I mean, that would be bad there. Of course, I think it's this the reason why, but let's just do it anyway. We'll just have this open here for a minute. There we go. So yeah, you can have something like that. So, and here is Chameleon Voyager, and then Chameleon Green inside. And then Kajiki Yellow in Kajiki Voyager. Look at that. I mean, these are nice, don't get me wrong, but a part of me kind of wish they came with the DX Kyurenoh. Then here's Ookami. Really nice. You can open up his as well. You can see the figure. And the one thing about these little doors, they do click in really, really nice. That's what I forgot to mention earlier when I was showing these off. And here is Oushi Voyager here, and then Oushi Black inside. So yeah, don't get me wrong, these are nice. There is Kajiki yellow, Shishi red, Chameleon green, Oushi black, and then Ookami blue. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this, since this one right here is the easiest one I can do it with. I'll have this one open up as to just for fun here, but yeah, you can see Shishi red there. So now I'm going to go ahead and just show you what they look like. So here we go with the lights in Kyurenoh with the Cockpit Set 01 Kyutamas. So here we go. Seem like we are getting the outer rings and pretty much the middle part being blocked by the rotating plastic piece of the cockpit, which is not a complete letdown, but I was kind of hoping where we could see the center part with the lights. But let's go ahead and do it again. There's really no difference between the two, friends. Pretty much. They are missing the number, between the two is pretty much the same, except this one here has no number and no emblem. This one has the number and the emblem, and then there's the bottom of the two. So, and you know, the pins are different for this one compared to this one. And plus we're getting different sounds from this one with this one. And nothing really too spectacular about the back, friends. So that's just the difference between these two here. So, and like I said, there's nothing really to it, you know. I mean, one's missing the number, the other one has the number, the other one's missing the emblem, and the other one has the emblem. Well, so, as promised, friends, here it is, and I put this in the title of this review. So we'll go ahead now and focus on the Pegasus Kyutama. And so this was part of the March campaign. Pretty much when you purchase something like what I'm reviewing right now, the DX Cockpit Set 01, you would get this. This would be part of their campaign. You get anything that's part of the DX Kyuranger merchandise, which is something really nice. But this Kyutama has a real nice shine to it, down from the base onto the orb and so on. But taking a look at the Kyutama, the orb part has a very nice pearl white on the orb part. There is the number 33 on the base right there. So now we'll go ahead now and mold slide to the full emblem of the Pegasus. And look how nice that emblem of the Pegasus looks. It looks really, really nice. So anyway, here is the bottom. There are the pins, and it says B17. On the back of the Kyutama, you can see my light is catching it, but we are definitely seeing the reflective surface and the secret image that we're seeing in Kyurenoh later on in this review. So this was a nice little add-on piece whenever you purchase a DX item, and I'm kind of glad I got this. So anyway. Alright, friends, now the Pegasus Kyutama in the Caesar Blaster. So here we go. The change. Now the Caesar attack. Yep, friends, that does sound like a Pegasus. So now Caesar go. Now the Pegasus Kyutama in Kyurenoh. So here we go. Well, friends, my final thoughts on Cockpit Set 01. It's okay, friends. I do like the fact that you can interact on what they did in the show with the Q Voyagers. You know, they gave us little bitty minifigures with Kyutamas. You can let them sit in the Kyutama, make it interact like they're in the cockpit and everything, which is really fun. But I kind of wish, and I know I said this earlier, but I wish it came with the DX Kyurenoh instead of making you pay $20 for the set. But the one thing I'm glad I did get this set for was mainly to get this, the Pegasus Kyutama. But I do dig the sounds that these Kyutamas have in the Phaser Blaster. Also, I do dig the sounds that come off of the Pegasus Kyutama in the Phaser Blaster as well. So, do I recommend this set? Yes, I do. But if you want to have more duplicate Kyutamas, then go for it. Or mainly just have duplicate Kyutamas that have little minifigures, go for it. But, and if you're just wanting to get the Pegasus Kyutama, I understand. So, but, anyway, but I do, like I said, I do highly recommend this. I wish you all good luck on trying to find this nice set here and the Pegasus Kyutama, because it is worth having in your Kyuranger collection. So, anyway, well, friends, good luck and happy hunting. And so, anyway, well, friends, as of this review, please check out my blog, follow me on Twitter, and to like my Facebook. And if you like this review, please smash that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video. And my friends, this review on the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger, Kyutama Gattai, DX, Cockpit Set 01, and the Pegasus Kyutama. I hope you enjoy. Well, friends, I'm Eugene. I'm signing out with a good day. And friends, I'll most assuredly see you next time. Bye, friends.